Well, hello everyone. It's Independent National Sales Director Tammy Craig Smith coming to you today with what would have been my speech at Career Conference 2020 in Layton, Utah. And due to the coronavirus and Career Conference being canceled, we have decided to record our speeches for you. And I'm so grateful to all of my National Sales Director sisters and the top directors from our company for forging ahead even during this crisis. I do want to congratulate and recognize the top 3 directors from the Layton, Utah Conference, and they are Sales Director Kim Bessie was number 3. Number 2, Dina Spillman and her awesome unit, and the number 1 director and unit at Career Conference 2020 in Layton, Utah is Crystal Downey Shada. So congratulations to all of you and your units. And we are excited to celebrate each and every one of you from every city around the country. Well, gang, I want to take you back to 1994, and I do want to share with you my Mary Kay journey because I find the stories of the top directors and nationals to be incredibly inspiring, and so many of their stories have made a difference in my journey. So I did begin my business in January of 1994 after running into my friend Julianne Nagel accidentally at a concert in Las Vegas, Nevada on New Year's Eve. That would have been 93, and so by January of 94, I was a independent beauty consultant. So Julie and I ran into each other at that concert and we decided to have dinner. And it was during that dinner that she shared with me why she was so excited about her Mary Kay business. And I was so excited for her, but I really could not see myself doing anything like Mary Kay. Well, I don't have time for the entire story today, but long story short, after we got home from Las Vegas, Julianne shared some information with me. She shared the Mary Kay autobiography, very important tool for team building. She shared the career path steps and how you would work up the career path, and a copy of one of her checks, her commission checks. And so long story short, I decided to give it a try. And I was a stay-at-home mom at the time. I had a 3-year-old and an 8-year-old, and I really didn't have to work for the money. And so many times I think we pass people like that over thinking, well, they wouldn't need to do Mary Kay. And thank heaven I accidentally tripped over Julianne in Las Vegas because she had never shared the opportunity with me. And she had been in Mary Kay 6 years at the time, but like many of us have done, and I'm guilty of it myself, we forget to invite people who maybe don't have a financial need to listen to the opportunity. Well, as a stay-at-home mom, I was going nutsy, you guys. I mean, so bad that I had alphabetized my spices. And I know in today's world that's kind of normal. Everybody's into this organizing mode. But back then, that was a little crazy. But I just tell you that to let you know, I was bored. I was looking for things to do. So Mary Kay to me looked fun, and it looked like a way to get out of the house every once in a while and, just do something for me. So I came in and really just for the friends and fun. But after I'd been in just a little while, a couple weeks maybe, Julianne said to me, why don't you earn the use of your car? And she said that because she, at every meeting, every unit meeting, she would tell everybody that you could earn the use of your first Mary Kay car on 15 to 20 hours a week. All you had to do was hold 3 to 5 skincare classes and you could earn the use of your car. And I just, quite frankly, didn't believe her. And so one night I was helping her carry everything out to her car and pack up for the meeting. And she said, if you don't believe me, why don't you just prove me wrong? Do that. Just do the parties and prove me wrong. Well, of course, you know the rest of the story. I ended up earning that car, that use of that very first car in 4 months from the time I purchased my starter kit, you guys. And that was a game changer because after that, I couldn't stop myself from telling everybody about the opportunity. So have you sat down one-on-one? I'm going to ask you that question again with people who don't necessarily need the money. You see, I had all of the fancy things that money could buy. I lived in $1 million home. I drove the nice cars. We traveled all over the world prior to me coming into Mary Kay. And I just want to encourage you to make a list of the people you know in those types of situations. Your dentist's wife, your doctor's wife, your attorney's wife, or just people that you know from church. You guys, there are people out there like me with a story like mine. And at the time, I didn't need the money, but you're about to hear the rest of the story. So, have you sat one-on-one with everyone who doesn't need the money? If not, take that lesson from this story. Well, I went on target for the car, earned the car, and right after that decided I'm going to go right into DIQ and become a director. And so it was right after I went into DIQ that we went to seminar, my very first seminar in 1994. And it was there that I saw Mary Kay crown the queens. You guys, I thought I was watching the Miss America pageant. And I don't know if you've ever heard my Miss America story. That's another story for another day. But my dad always told me when I was little that I was going to be Miss America. And so when I'm at seminar, watching them crown these queens with the crown, the sash, the roses, walking back and forth, in front of the audience, waving. Think about it. Our crowning of our queens at seminar is a replica of the Miss America pageant. So I came home from that very first seminar in DIQ deciding I am going to be Miss America and bring my dad to seminar and show him. So that's a fun story we'll tell you another day. But because of that decision, we went on to become the #1 unit in all the United States in 2013. So proud of my unit to this day for that. And everything was going along so perfectly wonderful. We debuted as a national area in 2014, and then the bottom fell out of my life. And that's the rest of the story, you guys. The bottom fell out of my life. I woke up and found myself going through a divorce after having been married for 27 years. And it was even extra difficult because I still adored my husband. We had just taken 2 different paths in life and it wasn't working out anymore, and we decided to divorce. I want you to know I was emotionally devastated, but not financially. And there is a big lesson there, because had I not come into Mary Kay, had I not continued to work the business like a business and hold those 3 to 5 parties week in and week out, I would have been financially devastated. So take that lesson. Work while things are well, so that when things turn badly, you are prepared. Somebody once said that when tragedy strikes, it's too late to get prepared. So write that down. Well, we went through that. Because I wasn't financially devastated, I was able to purchase my own home as a brand new single woman in my 50s, you guys. Single in my 50s. I didn't even have a college degree, but I had Mary Kay. So I was able to purchase a home and pay cash for it. I was able to hire an interior designer to decorate that entire house and pay cash for it. And then, after all of that settled, another tragedy. My former husband passed away suddenly in the middle of the night with no warning. And I'm sure I don't even have to tell you that my adult children, who were 21 and 30 at the time, 25, I guess, and 30 at the time, were devastated, completely unexpected. And they needed their mother emotionally and physically to navigate all the things that need to take place when something like that happens. And so I was able to step away from my business literally for almost 2 years because of the choices I had made when life was good. And when life became not so good, my business ran itself for the most part. So my message here is, again, if you wait for the rain to come before you get serious about your business, it will be too late to get ready, my friends. If you choose not to work consistently when life is manageable, it will be way too late to get it ready when suddenly life becomes completely unmanageable. So consider this. If your world suddenly fell apart next week or next month, would you be financially ready? Would your business be built to the point it could run flawlessly without you? Work through the rain, my friends, so that when the hurricane comes, and I said when, not if, you are sufficiently prepared. And if your hurricane never comes, then you'll be financially prepared to help somebody else when their hurricane does come. So I hope that in some way my message has blessed you today. Let's continue, my friends, to run with our tongues hanging out with 2020 vision through the rest of this seminar year, especially this seminar year, so that we can celebrate every single one of you at Seminar 2020. As Mary Kay, our founder, would have said to you in closing, you can do it. Bye for now.